Hello, today I will be talking about the Frighting newspaper project in under 3 minutes, and yes, I'm using an AI voice because I don't want my voice heard. It's embarrassing. Anyways, let's begin. For those who don't know the newspaper, I will explain it to you in 3 words. A living nightmare. It's a project where the student creates a newspaper from scratch. They also have to write their own essays and art to fill up the newspaper. It takes about 2 months to complete. And those who can't complete it in the remaining time fail no matter how hard they worked. In March, the first month, is when you start to build up the pages. No essays or art yet, just the blank pages. Then later in March is when you start your first essays. It's not as frightening when you start, but the further into March you go, the more tension you feel. During April is when you're back from spring break, so you have to grind a bit. You have to write about 2 fascinating essays on Greek mythology, or about what you like. After you finish your first 2 essays, you then move on to the classifieds, the back of the newspaper, where you sell the items that interest you. Just letting you know, your classifieds have to be beautiful because rushing isn't an option when it comes to the newspaper. I said only 2 months, but I meant from March to June, don't worry. Anyways, May is ultimate month of the newspaper. This is the month where time wasting is going to haunt you. In May is when 90% of your essays are done, cut down and glued. Also, your biggest essay must be done by the end of May. My biggest essay was the Odyssey, a huge tale on Odysseus' journey home. Not only that, but you also need your obituaries, and your fun page, which contains a comic and a crossword, with an opinion page, Wandin about the author, which talks about the creator of the newspaper. June is the final month of the newspaper. It's the month of the skipper's rise. Those who miss school will flood with work. I'm not going to say names, but I know who did. Anyways, June is the month where your poetry is made. You have to at least create 3 poems, and define them so the reader understands. The front of your newspaper also needs to be done by June. It needs the most beautiful art possible. The same goes for the table of contents. The contents are different, because all you need to do is write information about each page. Finally, on the 4th day of June is when the newspaper is awfully due. It has to come with all the art and essays, and with your titles for each and every single essay. The beast in the newspaper is the fine lining, but for you to hand it in, you must be done that too. Those who are behind will quit or finish their newspaper at home, while the rest have fun. I hope this reaches a message to you about wasting time, because the mortal of the newspaper is, don't waste time, smiley face. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped you out, know more about the newspaper, and to never skip school again.